All right, people, I got an update plan for Netflix. Before I talk about this plan, my last Netflix plan failed to confirm, and so the story has changed for Netflix. I mean, like I explained in my last plan, I figured that there would be a good chance that Netflix could afford to pull back, but it doesn't look like they really want to pull this back. And instead, they look like they want to make this go forward first. So well, let's look for confirmation. Let's not guess and assume. Let's look for confirmation. So let's talk about this new plan for Netflix and see if this confirms this plan. So Netflix is set up to test 175 to 178 quickly. Okay, and I'm going to explain that in the video. But let's get to the plan here. So the August 18 or 25 175 calls could be used, and I'm going to talk about both of these options and some suggestions. Okay. So Netflix needs to break above 170.75 on some good action volume. And good action volume is 700K on a 3-minute chart. And I will explain some details inside the video, so pay attention. So what I post on in the box is just key points, okay? Key numbers, key areas. There I then I expand upon the information through the video, through speaking. All right, people, so look at the reason why we're using 3-minute charts is Netflix is a very quick mover, and this is going to confirm in a very strong and fast way. And 3-minute charts and that volume will give you a good indication. Now, if we get to that 170.75, the volume's not there, you can look for some basing, and we may not even get that. And we some basing of 170.75 and look for power through 171 to 171 and a half. Okay, that's the area. The 170.75 to 171 and a half is going to be the entry range to engage with these options. And we're going to look for some power and pressure, and this is going to be a good indication. 700K in 3-minute chart. In 3 minutes, this stock can pop this kind of volume. Trust, I know this. This is and then these options are. This kind of trade is a quick trade where you can hold this. We're looking to hold this for 1 to 3 days. It can hit these targets quickly. I will have to expand upon it, right? But this is something where we're going to be taking profits quickly. So I'm going to talk about these two options. First of all, let's go take a look at the August 25 options. All right, so I have the my option chain up, and here's the August 170 25. See. And I'm going to show this the 25s because the Yahoo doesn't have the 25 calls working for some reason. It's a little screwed up over there. But the 170 calls, there's some good trading. This is an offbeat option, by the way. And luckily, look at this: 950 contracts were purchased, and this is a very offbeat type of option. That was very interesting, I found. And again, there was trading happening, and these spreads are actually tighter. I was watching this, so one could go with both. In other words, you go with the 18s and the 25s. But right now, as it stands, I'm going to only reference I'm going to reference the 170s, the August 18. Okay. All right, so here I'm at the Yahoo Finance, and you can see that Netflix closed at 169.98. For August the 16th. Here are the August 18 calls, okay? And again, these could be used for a few days to make that 100% quick gains quickly. And again, you want to use the 170s minimum. Now, you can see there's a lot of trading. There was 7,000 contracts purchased today. So 170s is a key pivotal point, in my opinion, to use. Okay, you want to use these. You could use these if you want, but I prefer the 170s to increase your odds of making profits no matter what. It's just a kind of setup. I mean, and then plus these will make good money. Being in the money, you might pay a buck 80, but these options can easily double very quickly, even 200%, because from 170 we go to 175 with these 170 calls, and you know something, Netflix can move quickly. It's that kind of stock, it's that kind of setup. Trust me, it can pop if it's going to be confirmed properly. It has a good chance to pop quickly towards 175 to 178. If we don't get enough power, then you're still able to make 20, 30, 40, 50% gains. So this is why the strategy, everything I use, everything I think is a strategy, how do we minimize risk and maximize gains? And the only way to do that is to use the 170 calls, August 18, or again the August 25 calls that I showed you. Could be used 170. Alright people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans such as the one you're just been seeing. At the end of the video, see this picture of me. I made it easy for you to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, it's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Like I said, people, I make a lot of great detailed plans. Everything has to confirm. Some plans are they're different versions. We have plans that are for very quick money, plans where you can hold longer. Like for example, KO, it's not a fast trade. It's a slower, longer term hold, but can make you some great gains and something maybe someone would want to go with a larger amount, like easily go with. I make a lot of plans. I make very quick, powerful plans, and there's sometimes longer term plans like Apple. Apple is a slower, longer term plan. You'll see I use longer term options when I see fit. I try to use the option strategies. Everything that I say in these plans are designed to make money and to minimize risk and maximize gains. And I do this, people. Part of my system is selecting. It's not about looking at what any stock can do every day. One of the criteria that I look at is what is set up at a key pivot points and what can make us some good money. And on top of that, if it is, it's got to confirm. Confirmation is key. Part of my system, right? So within a small list of picks, people, we waiting for confirmation. And why the odds increase dramatically is because of the stocks I select. We make great gains in Tesla. I made great gains in Tesla simply holding. I'm worked out about hundreds of percent gains within 3 days, or 100% gains on big, large options. I did this with Tesla. Okay, we went in the money. I'll tell you the story. 350 calls. They costed $980. You could have got it down to 700 if you traded. And I tell you, this trade over here, those options doubled. So you're doubling whatever. If you put in $3,000, for example, something is that 3,000 doubled. If someone put in 10,000 because their account allowed it, that's $10,000 in 3 days. $10,000, easy. This thing, I walked this trade perfect. That's what confirmation is key. Our confirmed trades make us money. There has to be an alignment, and I know where to see it. And every trade, if I'm using shorter term options, because I'm expecting a move very quickly. If I'm using longer term options, it's because I'm expecting there to be a move, but it could take longer. So all these are strategies. And of course, when things don't work out, we take small losses and we move on. Right? The key, people, you've got to adjust to the markets to make the great gains. So there you have, people, a great update. Don't forget to subscribe. And because there's a lot of great information, and like the video.